Hi everybody, and welcome to our online classes at the Pilates Yoga Loft. I am Debbie Sheem, and I'm the owner of the studios, and I'm going to be your yoga teacher today. I'm super excited that you're joining me at home. So the intention of this practice right now together is just a nice, soft vinyasa flow. So it's not going to be too strenuous. It's just going to really help you ease back into finding a practice at home. And it can be done. And you know, honestly, to all my students out there, you'll hear me periodically say, I love when you come to the studios, but really I encourage you when you can't come in to have a home practice. So no time like the present. I'm here 100% to commit to your health and wellness. So I appreciate you guys for being here, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we're gonna come into our nice foundation, our mountain pose. Our feet are gonna be hip distance apart. Couple cues here to know that you're hip distance apart is maybe taking your fists, bending your knees, and taking your hands kind of right in between your feet to know exactly where you are. That's always a great cue. We're gonna go ahead and engage the belly here, and we're gonna go ahead and squeeze the glutes. We're gonna inhale those arms up, and we're gonna reach them all the way up. Good, and just breath work here. Exhale and lower those arms down. Good, inhale, reach those arms up. Nice inhale through the nose, and then a nice exhale out through the nose. Good. Pranayama work is so important when we're going through things. So that breath that we're doing right now, which is the simple arm movement, is great for the nervous system. It calms down the mind. Beautiful. One more as we reach those arms all the way up, and we're going to go ahead and pause. We're going to come into a Hasta Mudra, so there are positions with your hands. We're going to drop those shoulders down, and we're going to come into the letting go Hasta Mudra. And we're going to go ahead and tick-tock from side to side, nothing too deep. Again, I want you to just find freedom and peace in these gentle yoga movements with me, flowing side to side. You can take an inhale in one direction, and exhale it out on the other side. Good. We'll take 4 more tick-tocks in 4 and 3. Fantastic. And 2 and 1. And we'll come all the way to the top. We're going to bend our knees a little bit here. We're going to create halos and circles. So I want you to pretend that your fingers are this beautiful marker. Pick a color. I'm going to go for purple today. And I'm going to draw this circle. Knees are bent as I go to the front. Straighten your legs and take that circle behind you. And let's flow this 5 times. In and out. 1 and 2. And again, finding mobility in the body and the joints and the shoulders here. 3, even a little bit of a gentle mild back bend. 4 and 1 more and 5. We're going to reverse that technique and we're going to go the opposite way. Circling around and 1. Oh, it feels so good to move. 2. Finding my feet or my mat on a daily basis really helped me to be a better person, a better teacher, a better mom, better wife. Give me 1 more here. And we pause at the top. Let's go ahead and open up our fingers and just give them a little wiggle. We're going to take our right hand to our left wrist. We're going to take an inhale as we rise up through the spine. Then exhale, send that left hip out and just bend over, finding this big stretch. Eyes in your drishti can look down if it's too much for the neck. Any discomfort in your back, you can bend your knees. And then inhale, nice and tall, come back up. Let's take it on the other side. Go ahead and take that left hand to the right wrist. Inhale up tall through the spine. Exhale, shine that hip out, lengthen through the side of the body here, and take a deep breath. Beautiful, and then come back up nice and tall, and then we'll go ahead and release those arms. We're gonna take our hands now to the base of our lower back, so find your lower right and left hip bone here in the back. Elbows are gonna go back here. It's a chest opener as well as a hip stretch and a spinal stretch. So we're gonna take a nice inhale as we reach up through the spine again. Visualizing tall spine. Exhale the pressing and exhaling the pelvis forward. Eyes gaze up, don't drop the head all the way back. Beautiful. And then squeeze the mula bandhas in the belly as you come back up. Again, gentle mild back bend. Take an inhale. Feels so good. Gaze up. And say the word gratitude. Having gratitude, come back up that we were able to move our bodies together today. Take another nice inhale. Exhale last time. Gentle mild back bend. Fantastic. And then we'll come up nice and slow and take our time. Let's go ahead and reach those arms forward. And then we're going to take those arms all the way out to the side. We're going to spiral twist, planting our feet solid into the mat and just going side to side here. So just moving. Every time you twist, I want you to think about pulling the belly back into the spine. Good. And again, take it 4 and 3. Nice little twist here. 1 more. Wonderful. Beautiful. And then go ahead and inhale those arms up. Exhale now as you take the hands to your heart center. Pausing here. I want us to bow our heads. And in yoga, we set an intention or a sankalpa or just something that comes to our mind. Maybe it's a word or a phrase, something that comes to your spirit. Once that comes to you in your spirit, you're going to repeat that quietly to yourself a few times. Find that in your spirit. And then we'll go ahead and open up the eyes nice and slow if they were closed. We'll interlace our fingers here. We'll press the palms towards one another. Beautiful. Let's take the chin into our heart center and we're going to lengthen the arms all the way back up. Good. Nice deep stretch here through the shoulders and the back of the neck. And then nice and slow, we'll go ahead and butterfly them fingers all the way down. We're gonna work on standing heating breath. It's a pranayama work. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna teach you first. You're gonna interlace your fingers here. You're gonna try to get your wrists, forearms, and elbows together. Not everybody's capable to touch, but we're gonna get it pretty close. Then we're gonna go ahead and place the hands towards the chin here. We're going to take a variation of just 4 counts. So we'll inhale for 4 as the elbows lift out to the side. Then we'll gently gaze up and tip the head back. Don't drop it back, just tip it back. And then we'll take a big exhalation, big sound out through the mouth as our wrists, forearms, and elbows come back together. The power of the breath, the heated part, comes from your core. So we'll go ahead and try this together. So we'll take an inhale up, 2, 3, 4, tilt the head back, big exhale. Beautiful. And again, take it, inhale, 2, 3, 4, big exhale out. One more with me, and in, inhale, 2, 3, 4, big exhale out. Excellent. And we'll go ahead and lower those arms all the way down. I would like you to go ahead and bend your knees slightly here, taking pressure off your hamstrings and lower back. We're going to take a little roll down. So we're going to work through the vertebrae. I want you to think about your spine as a string of pearls. So we'll go ahead and just take that chin into our heart center. We'll roll forward, weights forward in your toes, knees are slightly bent. Once you get down here and you can feel your lower lumbar release, I want you to go ahead and grab your elbows. And from here, you're going to swing and rock in opposition. Again, it's gentle movements, breathing. If you want to take your chin closer to your chest and look through your legs, go for it. Or make sure you feel good. Your eyes can just look forward and down. A few more sways. Good, release those arms down, and then we're gonna come up nice and slow, rolling up through the spine. Fantastic, nice inhale. Back into a strong mountain pose, exhale. Let's go ahead and pedal through our feet, our padas, working through our feet. So our feet and our hands are an extension of our body, and we really don't take enough time to exercise these areas, and they're super important. So we're gonna just flex our hands as we work through the feet. Point your hands down, maybe lengthen the arms out a little more, and go ahead and find your stop sign. Beautiful, drop the fingers down. Good, a few more. Nice. Good, and then we'll go ahead and lower those arms all the way down. Let's go ahead and step our feet out to the sides, going beyond hip distance, and our toes and hips are gonna shine forward here. We're gonna work a little bit of the core, and we're gonna also get into those legs and stretch our hamstrings. So we'll take our hands to our hips here. Again, shoulders are pulling down, feeling strong and active by finding connection to the earth here with your feet. We're gonna work a flat back. So we're gonna lean forward, squeezing your belly in, drawing the hips back, crown of the head shines forward. Pull up in the lower belly. Go ahead and drop those hands all the way down. If you need blocks to help you, if you can't touch the ground, they're a great prop to use. If you're home, this morning at home, before I even came into the studio to film today, I used a book. So be creative. Good, let's walk our hands over towards the right leg, taking a nice stretch here. Being gentle to your body, keep breathing. You can always bend the knee a little bit, micro bend if you need it. And then from here, I want you to connect your left hand to your ankle and see if you can take that right arm behind your back. Maybe the fingers towards the waist. Good. Release that for the shoulder. Go ahead and let's see if we can walk our hands over to the other side, connecting. Taking here both hands and taking a breath. Now just keep the connection of your right hand to the ankle and go ahead and take that left arm and see if you can take it behind your back and take the fingers to the waist. Drop the shoulders down and soften. And then nice and slow, go ahead and find yourself to come back to the center. We're gonna widen our feet out a little bit more if you can, and we're gonna take a little stretch side to side. So the toes still face forward, and I'm gonna start flowing the movement side to side. And again, if you need a block or a book at home, you would just go ahead and use that and pick it up and move side to side. We're gonna take it over to the right and we're gonna hold. We're gonna lift up the left toe here. Take a nice little stretch. You're doing fantastic, breathe through it. Good, shift the weight, go ahead and take it over to the other side. Lift up the toes, pull them shoulders down. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh of the right leg. Wonderful, go ahead and lower those toes. We'll find ourselves to come back to the center. Toes shine forward with me. Now squeeze your belly. Take your hands to your waist and then squeeze as you come all the way up. Fantastic work. Toe heel yourself all the way back in. Go ahead and bring your knees up towards your chest. Beautiful. So we did some circles and some halos. We're going to take the same exercise with our hips. We're going to take our hands onto our hips and we're going to go ahead and just kind of circle through the hips here, stirring the pot. Now, if you've noticed, all the exercises that I'm doing, I'm standing. So you can do this anywhere. You can do this in your living room. You can do this outside. You don't even really need a mat. Wonderful. And twirl the other way, opening up. We're gonna take another nice exercise here for our shoulders. Take one more big stir of the pot and we'll come back together. So we're gonna take our right arm and we're gonna go ahead and extend it forward. We're gonna reach it up nice and slow. Look at the palm. Keep looking at that hand. Go all the way back. And then I want you to see that right hand behind you. Pause. Beautiful. Now start to lower that arm down. Come forward, bend your knees, and we're gonna swim through. 5 times. Swim it through. And 2. And 3. Beautiful. And 4. And 5. Good, and I'll pause. And I'm saying to you at home, namaste. Let's take the other side. We're gonna lift up that left arm. We're gonna reach it all the way up, gazing and looking at that hand, feeling powerful. Push down into those feet in that strong mountain pose. And then your drishti and eyes look all the way back. Your eyes have a lot to do with spotting and balance. So look at that thumb of the left hand and drop it all the way down. Bend those knees and we circle it up. 1. Working through that shoulder joint. 2. 3. Good. Keep it up. 4. And 1 more. And 5. Fantastic. Take those arms out to the side here. We're going to take our right arm and we're going to take it underneath and we're going to come into almost an eagle arm position, not with the legs, just with the shoulders. Now what I want you to do, bend your knees. You're going to take your elbows, draw into the belly button, And then drop your head right into your hands here. The intention is to breathe into your upper shoulders and upper back. So feel your upper back expand with an inhale, and then relax with your exhale. Let it go, guys. Inhale. One more deep breath here. Drop those arms down in ragdoll. Roll up through the upper part of the body. Fantastic. Let's take it on the other side. So we reach those arms out again. Left arm comes underneath. Find that movement here. Good. Bend the knees ever so slightly. Pull the elbows in towards the belly button. Drop the head into the hands. Take 3 deep breaths with me. One more deep breath into that back lungs, breathing into that upper back. Yummy stretch, and go ahead and drop those arms down, and then we'll go ahead and roll all the way back up. Fantastic. So what I would like to do now is we're going to come down onto our mats. Again, if you have props at home or books, you can use books. We're going to kind of keep them towards the top part of the mat. We're going to step back here. We're going to do the warrior series. I know a lot of us go right into sun salutations because I love my sun salutations. But we did a lot of great mobility in the shoulders and hips, and I want to kind of get into that leg with kind of more of that hatha feeling of holding things. So you're going to come to the top part of your mat with me, and I want you to go ahead and find and reconnect to that mountain pose. Nice and strong. Mountain is a powerful asana, powerful posture. Palms, I want you to rotate forward, pull them shoulders together, tuck the chin slightly so that you can lengthen behind the back of the neck. Fantastic. So from here, what I want you to do is you're going to step back with your left leg first. We're going to step all the way back with that left leg. See if we can shine our hips forward. So from here, my back heel's off the mat. My front knee is never going over my toes, so find a good stance, hips shining forward. Hands can come to your hips here. You can take your lever straight out in front. If you have any lower back stuff, this is the place to be with your arms. If you're a little bit more advanced, go ahead and take those arms up and drop them shoulders down. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. With each exhale, feel your shoulders sink deeper down. Press into that front foot. Feel that front quad start to engage. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and spiral them arms, opening up and fanning them out, coming into warrior 2. Again, making sure that you're solid in your stance. Find your core, spreading your fingers, wiggling your fingers. We talked about how important your hands and wrists and feet are. So let's just find a little movement here. Gaze back. Look at that back arm, working through the wrists. Awesome. And then we'll pause here with our arms in that warrior 2. Let's take recline warrior. So I'm going to drop my left arm down to my left leg. I'm going to make a hasta mudra, A-okay here, because we are. We're going to bend that knee. We're going to lean back and look up. Bend that knee even deeper here. Feel this yummy stretch to the side of the body with me. Great job, everybody. 2 deep breaths. Nice and slow, return back into that warrior. Let's go ahead and take it into modified triangles. We're going to take that right arm to the thigh, that left arm. Let's reach it all the way over here. Beautiful. Some fun little things you can do at home here is that in this modification, you can take your right hand underneath, left hand all the way around, and see if you can grab behind you for a shoulder stretch. You can even grab here. Find connection anywhere you want with that arm, anything that feels good or creative. And then nice and slow, come all the way back, feeling that front leg. Let's go ahead and straighten. This is full triangle. If you don't want to do full triangle, you add your modification. Lift up in that left hip, reaching down. Alignment of that arm that's up to the ceiling. Look at your thumb. Bend that knee, nice and slow. Come back into that warrior 2. Go ahead and take our hands behind our back here. Interlace our fingers, pull them shoulders back. Feel solid in your feet here. Take an inhale. Exhale, go ahead and recline your warrior. So you're gonna lean forward, legs still bend that right knee. Now lift your arms up as high as you can with no discomfort. Pull in your core, eyes are looking in between your legs here. For safety of the arms and shoulders, lower them arms down to your lower back with ease. Now from here, I want you to release your hands, take it to the mat, and you're gonna turn sideways here and find a little stretch. Good. From here, we're gonna go ahead and walk our feet back in. Turn your toes out to the side, squeeze your belly. Lift those arms up as you create this big circle in front of the body. And then we're gonna come into goddess. Pull them shoulders down, nice and strong here in our goddess pose. Let's rock side to side, lift up your toes. You can give your arms a little pump here, opening and closing. Good, and then we're gonna settle in and we're gonna hold this. So we'll take the arms in, drop them down slightly to your heart center. Find your intention, your intuition. Repeat your statement to yourself here. Feel them quads, you got this. Keep the breath going. This is so great for you to be working out for your mind, body, and spirit. Wonderful. Softly straighten the legs. Shine them arms out to the side. Beautiful. Toe heel yourself back in. And we're going to take the other side. So you can come to the top of your mat here again. This time, we're going to step back with our right leg. So find your mountain. Nice and easy. Step back with that right foot. Now from here again, shine those hips forward. Knee down over the toe. Hips are square. Hands can be here. They can be here. Or they can be up. It's your practice. Be creative with your arms today. Find that breath. If the mind starts to wander, deepen the breath and go right back to it. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slow. We're going to go ahead and fan them arms all the way open, finding that warrior two. Pressing through the pinky finger of that back right foot, gazing forward. Let's work our wrists again. And then we'll go ahead and maybe even look back at the back hand. Wonderful. And we'll pause it out. Let's drop that back right arm. Take that Hasta Mudra. I'm saying we're A-okay, so let's take it back. I'm proud of you for practicing with me. Your body is thanking you. Keep breathing. No matter how busy you are, you can take time to stay on your mat. Good, let's go ahead and drop that arm, modified triangle. So I'm dropping the forearm onto my thigh, and I'm gonna go ahead and reach that right arm all the way up and over. Listen to your body, see how you feel. Are you pressing down with your feet? Are your shoulders away from your ears? Are you finding your center and from your core? Wonderful. Maybe take that top arm, take it behind you. Maybe reach through and grab your hands. Again, play around here. This little shoulder bind feels wonderful. Fantastic, and we'll come all the way back into that warrior two. All right, let's go ahead and go into full triangle. If you know how to do that, go straighten your front leg. You'll take that right hip and you'll lift it up. Inner left waist lifts up too. If you want to gaze up at that right hand, go for it. 2 deep breaths. Bend that left knee ever so slightly to come all the way back up into that warrior two. Take those hands now with me and take them behind your back. Interlace the fingers, shoulders are down and back. Great, and then we're gonna go ahead, take it forward, lean it forward, drop that body down, lift those arms up behind you, press down with your feet, pull up in the belly, feel that stretch in the shoulders, submissive warrior here. Now take your time and ease into this, lowering your arms softly and mindfully down to your lower back. Find control here. Go ahead and take your hands now to the mat and come back to the center. Reposition your feet here. They can be a little tired. You're strengthening your ankles by pushing through them pinkies. Let's take your right hand into the center of your mat. Nice and slow, we're going to keep the weight forward in our toes. Lift up that left arm. Gaze up at the ceiling if you can. And then gently here, take that left hand, take it down to the center of your mat. We'll go ahead and reach up with the right. Wonderful. Then we'll go ahead and take that hand all the way back down. Nice and slow here, we'll go ahead and toe heel ourselves back in. Feet are gonna come back into mountain. Squeeze your glutes tummy tight. You're gonna come up and you're gonna come into chair. So finding this chair pose, pull them shoulders together. Arms can go above your head as well. I'm gonna choose to keep mine forward, nice and strong here. Nice and slow, we're gonna go ahead and take the left hand, connect it to the right knee. Right arm is gonna go up to the ceiling. Now activate and push that knee, right knee and left hand together. Eyes can look right out to the side or up, whatever feels good for your cervical spine. Wonderful, now squeeze the belly, come right back to the center. Take our hands maybe to our heart center this time. Good, let's take chair over the other side. So we're gonna connect that right arm and left knee together, pushing together, finding connection, pull up in the core. Eyes up, fantastic everybody. You're doing it. Take it back to the center, nice and soft. And then gently straighten those legs. Rise up onto your toes. And we'll wiggle and kick it out. Let's go into a balancing series. I love tree pose, I love dancer pose. I personally love balancing poses. They can be challenging, so I tell every student before you even do this, no ego, no judgment. If you fall out of it, it's totally fine. Come back into it. Also, at home, you can go right over to the wall and do these exercises. It's very important to work on your balancing exercises. So we're gonna shift all of our weight over to our left foot. Hands can come to your hips for now, that's totally fine. And we're gonna come to the ball of the foot of the right. Beautiful. Now from here, you can turn that knee out to the side a little bit, and this is tree pose. So you have levels. If you've never done yoga, stay here and just feel what it feels like to be more grounded and placed on that left foot. Watch your hips aren't all over the place, find that alignment. You can also lift that foot to the calf, or you can go ahead and take that foot all the way up, making sure that knee's out to the side, feeling that stretch, finding connection. Hands can be wherever you want today. If your hands are at heart center, press your palms together. There's your other connection point. Let's grow our tree, taking those arms all the way up if you wish. Maybe finding another Hasta Mudra, Lotus. Feel empowered with me today. Feel safe and secure on your mat. Learn how to feel comfortable in your own body. Go ahead and release. And let's take our wrists and we'll go ahead and rotate them as we come all the way down. You can come out of this and set up for the other side if you just want to do tree. If you want to go a little deeper today, you're going to go ahead and take that knee, interlace your hands behind that thigh, flex that front foot, and let's just go ahead and extend that leg out to the side. Wonderful. Holding and breathing, feeling that left leg connect. Bend that knee. If you want to take toe here, your peace fingers to your toe, and extend out to the side. Feel free. You got this. Think tall in the spine. One more deep breath. Nice, and with control, we'll take it down, and then we'll shake it out. Move around on your mat a little bit. Okay, let's take tree pose on the other side together. So we're gonna shift all of our weight over to our right, come to the ball of the foot, turn it out, find your little kickstand. So here we go. This is where we are with tree. We have different variations. We can go ahead now and take that foot up to the calf. Again, finding connection for that knee out to the side. Wonderful. Find your drishti, spot something. Pick that foot all the way up if you wish. Never on the knee joint. Find that stretch in that thigh. Again, the wall is your friend to hold on to for it. If you fall out of it, go back into it. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and rise those arms all the way up. And let's find that Hasta Mudra lotus flower again. Deep breath here. And then release the flower. Let the petals softly float gracefully back down. You can come out of it completely, or if you want to challenge yourself to move on, interlace those fingers, bring that knee up, flex that foot. Go ahead and extend that leg out. Take a deep breath or two. One more. And then we'll go ahead and bend the knee. Find your peace finger, grab that toe. Nice and slow. And maybe you even just want to challenge here with your knee bent. That's fine. If you want to go all the way, feel free. Spot, breath. And then nice and slow, bend that knee. Come down with control and shake it out. Wonderful. All right, let's come to the top of our mat again. And we're going to do a few sun salutations before we come to an easy seat and just relax. Did a great job today. We're going to take a nice inhale, reach those arms up. Let's take a little gentle mild back bend. I feel like swan dive in my arms today, so I'm going to go ahead, swan dive as I come all the way down. Find your breath, so go ahead and inhale to flat back. Pull them shoulders down, length behind the back of the neck. Exhale, we're going to take a forward fold. We're going to step back with our right foot, finding high runner's lunge. Blocks or books next to you if you need to. Left foot's going to come back, and we're going to find that plank. I'm going to show you a modification here for chaturanga. You can drop your knees. Elbows are going to be tight, tight, tight to the body. And you're going to slowly lower down, hovering, lowering down as you inhale to up dog or cobra. Nothing wrong with 8 point. Go ahead and tuck a toe, tuck the other, and find yourself now to come into downward facing dog. Love down dog. It's actually a resting pose. When I first started practicing yoga years ago, I said this is a resting pose, but it is. It's a moment where you can just pause, finding the connection of your mat into your hands and your feet. Go ahead and step that right foot forward. Help it if you need to, and step that left foot forward. Squeeze glutes, tummy tight as you come all the way back up. Nice inhale. Take a little gentle mild back bend. Swan dive it forward. Maybe take your hands behind the backs of your legs to take a yummy forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step that left foot back. Step that right foot back. Find your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Paddle through your feet. Take a deep breath. Drive that belly button up into the ceiling. Go ahead and step that left foot forward. Step that right foot forward. Squeeze glutes, tummy tight. Inhale it all the way up. Little back bend. Swan dive it forward. Wonderful. Step that right foot back. Step that left foot back and hold. You're going to go into side plank or just hold this or drop your knees. Right hand comes to the center of your mat. Go ahead and shift the body up and reach. Wonderful. And slowly come around with control. Other side. Left hand comes in. Take it up and reach. Come all the way back around. Find that plank. Nice alignment. Drop the knees for 8 point or chaturanga all the way. Inhale to up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. From here, I want you to take that right leg, lift it up. Press that heel of the left leg that's on your foot that's on the mat. Keep that heel down. Flex that right foot. Bend the right knee that's up to the sky. Gaze to the right side of your body. Take a breath. Lift your palms so that your wrists aren't taking all the pressure. Extend that leg all the way up. Lower that leg back down. Other side, inhale up. Drop that right heel down. Bend that left knee, flex that left foot. Eyes gaze through. Find a new perspective down here. Make it fun, it is fun. Go ahead and lengthen up. Drop it all the way down. From here, I want you to go ahead and walk your hands back towards your feet. And we're gonna roll all the way back up. Nice. Go ahead and step all the way forward on your mat. Let's do the left side. Inhale, rise those arms up. Take a little back bend. Release, coming all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Step that left foot back. Step that right foot back. Go ahead and hold that plank. Another little variation. Lift the left heel up. Take a breath. And lower. Right heel hovers. And lower. Drop the knees. Control. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to come into child's pose. Take it all the way back. Good. Find your intention again here. And then nice and slow, go ahead and walk your hands all the way up, coming up tall to your knees now. I want us to come into gates pose. We're going to take our right leg out to the side here. Reach those arms out to the side with me. Good, make sure your heel's in line with your shoulder. Drop that right arm down and take it all the way over. Nice deep stretch. Good, and float the arm the opposite way. And take it over. Wonderful, and come back. Let's find our goddess arms. Taking it in and open. Taking that left hand down. Let's go ahead and lift up into starfish. Good, variation if you want to go into side plank, you can. Lift the leg, keep the leg down. It's your practice. One more, keep that foot rooted down. Take it all the way up. Fantastic, and release. We'll take it on the other side here. Take that left leg out. Take those arms powerful out to the side. Squeeze them shoulders together. Feel happy. Drop that arm down. Take it over. Nice, yummy side stretch laterally here. We don't stretch enough laterally in everyday exercises or movement, so it's important to get them in. Good, release that left arm. Take it back. Find those goddess arms now, nice and controlled. Beautiful. Maybe even shine them in. Open them back up. Good, let's go ahead and lower that right hand down. Pick up that left leg. Awesome. And then lower that foot down, squeeze the belly. Come all the way back up. Wonderful. Come all the way down. We're going to go into camel. So we're going to stay on our knees. You can always use a blanket at home below your knees if you want to. Different variations to camel. You can tuck your toes underneath of you if you feel like you need to. So I'm going to stay in this one for now. So my toes are going to be tucked. We're going to take our left hand, squeeze your core, left hand to the left heel, and reach up with that right arm, finding a nice, deep, yummy stretch again. Good, control, come back. Let's take it on the other side. Drop that right hand down to the right heel. Lift that left arm up. Wonderful. Go ahead and repeat that, or we'll go ahead and find full camel. And then use your belly muscles to lift yourself all the way up. Go ahead, take your hands down onto your mat. And we'll find a few cat-cows here before we settle in and finish our practice together. Good, really pull that belly up. Find that roundness into your spine. Come back to a nice tabletop. Let's go ahead and take our right hand. We're gonna cross it over top of our left, and we're gonna lean back to that right side, feeling a big stretch into that right arm. So you don't sit all the way back. You kind of lean over to the right and get the movement here in the right arm. My right arm as straight as possible. Wonderful. Let's rainbow that arm all the way to the front of the mat and come all the way around. Take it on the other side. Left wrist comes over, left hand comes over, right wrist. And then push back a little bit to the left and out a little bit to the side and get that feeling of that yummy stretch into that left arm. Wonderful, and then just kind of rainbow that hand all the way back around. Go ahead and take your feet underneath of you here, and we'll come to face me again. And we're gonna come into Baddha Konasana. We're gonna come into butterfly. Wonderful. So sitting up nice and tall here, finding connection with the ground. Let's go ahead and take our fingers and place them behind us. We'll take a nice inhale. And then we're gonna exhale as we press the hips and pelvis forward down and open up through the chest. Eyes gaze slightly forward. Wonderful, and we'll come all the way back. Let's go ahead and take those knees together. Take the feet forward here, and let's take our knees side to side. Nice little knee wipers, windshield wipers. Excellent. So we're gonna find ourselves to come into a nice little Shavasana. You've worked hard. So we're gonna come onto our mats. We're gonna lower the music down just slightly here. And then when we come into rolling down onto our spines, we're gonna think about Pilates as well, right? And I love the disciplines of both. I feel like they're so important to keep all over health and wellness in your body, thinking about your spine, your muscles, the organs, everything, the breath. So finding ourselves going, as we lay into our Shavasana. So we're gonna go ahead and extend our legs all the way out if it feels good. If not, you can keep your knees bent. And then we're gonna go ahead and just get ourselves as comfortable as possible. Maybe you wanna air out your armpits here and just feel yourself completely, almost like in a starfish. Palms would be down if you wanna ground in. Palms are gonna be up if you want to receive. You can also take one hand to your chest and one hand to your belly to feel your entire body rise up with the inhale and release down with the exhale. And let's enjoy this Shavasana together. We'll stay here quietly for a minute. Allow your body to soak up all the energy that you created. Maybe even take it a moment if the mind wanders to listen to the sounds. Listening to the sounds that are around you, very close, within your room that you're in. And then allowing yourself to let your ears listen way far out of the space that you're in. Try to go deeper outside of the walls. And then bring the sounds back in. We'll take another few deep breaths together. We'll slowly start to deepen our breath. Feel the belly rise and fall. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, butterflying the eyes open. Maybe gently bending one knee at a time. Maybe even bringing your knees to your chest or finding happy baby, rocking side to side. Knees back into the body, lowering those feet down. And we'll go ahead and roll over to our side. We'll take that top leg, press it out. Front hand comes to push you back up. If you enjoyed that Shavasana with me, it was very nice. And you can take Shavasana anytime. It really just, again, helps to just kind of reconnect with the body and to feel focused and confident and peaceful. I thank every one of you for joining us today with our online videos. I thank you for your patience as I get out in the communities now by home and maybe not in the classroom, and even if you're already in studio classes and you're just trying to find your home practice, I'm proud of you for doing so. I bow with every class, and I always say, as you know, at the loft here, and those at home are gonna learn it with me today, we reach our arms up and we always give gratitude. We take our hands, we place them to our forehead, and we all say, and you can say it out loud with me, reminding ourselves to be positive and to think positive. Take your hands to your mouth with me. Repeat after me. Speak kind words to yourself and speak kind words to others. Hands to your heart center to love yourself, to love others, and love our planet. We bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye.